as the state senator for this area from 2016 to 2020. These are the things that we achieved by the grace of God with the help of the people from Caddo DeSoto Parish. If you disagree with any of them, I'm 100% to blame. As the state senator for District 38, I introduced and helped pass some of the strongest pro-life laws in America, including the fetal heartbeat bill. As the state senator for District 38, I wrote a book defending Donald Trump in 2018. As state senator, I received a 100% rating on my voting record from the Louisiana Family Forum. I introduced hundreds of millions of dollars of spending cuts from the floor of the Senate. I was the only senator to do that. I was the only senator that voted against every attempt to increase or extend the 2018 temporary sales tax. I was the only state senator that voted against the budget 8 times because it contained hundreds of millions of dollars of waste. And I was named the most fiscally conservative state senator in Louisiana. I was endorsed by the NRA and received an A rating from them. And with respect to crime, I was the only state senator that said 17-year-olds that commit violent crimes should be held wholly accountable because we need to protect our communities. I was the only state senator that voted to increase the jail sentences for violent crimes. And as of today, and of course I've been there several times, asked for the same thing. I went before the city council and asked what I've been asking for a year or two. That is, I believe we need to use Caddo Detention Center and get violent gang members off the streets of Louisiana to protect us. I spoke up for more police pay, and in response to what police officers tell me all the time, I said the city needs to start monitoring the district attorney's prosecution and handling of gun crimes. But let me say this, and no disrespect to my good friend Chase. He says it's about policy. Let me tell you what this is really about. If you want Louisiana to get somewhere, it's not about policy, it's about going parking lot. Because nothing changes for Louisiana until we take on the PACs, the special interests and lobbyists that run Baton Rouge and Washington, D.C. And in this race, the PAC, special interest lobbyists, and insurance companies are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to stop us, misrepresent my record, and to be quite frank, no disrespect, to get Thomas Presley elected. I'm not the candidate of the PAC, special interest and lobbyists. They've supported Mr. Presley's efforts to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars. One of them, LCCM, Louisiana Committee for a Conservative Majority. That's one of the PACs that has attacked me with false accusations. The founder of that PAC is David Vitter, who has been paid millions of dollars to lobby for Communist Chinese interests in Washington, D.C. The director, Kyle Rucker, has been paid at least $40,000 to lobby for Communist Chinese interests in South Louisiana. And when they attacked me, they said I was a big spender, ignoring that I was the only state senator who went to the floor to propose hundreds of millions of dollars specific targeted specific spending cuts, only senator to vote against every attempt to increase or extend the sales tax in 2018, the only state senator to vote against the budget 8 times, and I was named the most fiscally conservative state senator of Louisiana. And they pretend that when they attack me, these PACs that are supporting my opponent and trying to stop us, they pretend that they're concerned about the budget and you're paying taxes. Yet they're supporting Mr. Presley, and this is not a personal attack, I'm just talking about his record. On June 8th, 2023, he voted for a $45 billion budget. That's the largest budget in Louisiana history. When I was in the state Senate, I voted 8 times against budgets that were $10 billion less than that. Why? Because guess who pays the taxes and guess who pays for the budget? We do. Not the conglomerates that have lobbyists and accountants and not the people that refuse to work. It's the people in the middle, us. We're the ones. On September 18, 2023, and this is part of the PAC attack against me, you've been receiving mailers, a political science professor who works with LCCM, that's the Vitter PAC, stated that I was a, quote, social conservative. 7 days after a political scientist who worked with them said I was a, quote, social conservative, LCCM sent out a mailer, that's the group that supports Mr. Presley, said I was a liberal. Let me say this. The PACs and special interests don't care about us. They just want more money and more power. They don't own me, they can't buy me, and they'll say just about anything to stop us. And they don't want to face us in Baton Rouge. Questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I get bombarded with all kind of ads that are negative, and that really turns me off. I don't like people to swing mud. What is your response to that?
Well, I have refrained from saying negative about these two fine gentlemen that are running for the same seat that I am. But I've determined that because the PACs that are supporting Mr. Presley have lied about me in mailers, they've sent out thousands of them, that I will not lie about him, but I will talk about his record. This is the fact. LCCM, Louisiana Committee for a Conservative Majority. By the way, there's lots of ways to describe a PAC whose operatives lobby for Communist China. Conservative is not one of them. They lied about me. They don't want me in there because they don't want a senator that they can't control, and they don't want a senator that's actually going to fight for working families, which I did from 2016 and 2020. I fought for seniors that were in nursing homes to allow them to live in their own homes. I fought against Common Core because of the agenda to really attack education with sleazy, and I've read it. You would be shocked by the soft pornography that we give, not to teenagers, to junior high, but to first to fifth graders. My secretary's granddaughter brought home a book from third grade that depicted a third grade boy that was having attractions towards both guys and girls. So he was a bisexual. That's what our Bessie board has done to our children. And so I fought the Common Core PAC. I fought the Common Core agenda. I fought the people who were pushing sleeves on our children. I thought they wanted to do a sexual survey for small children. I went to the floor of the Senate and helped defeat that. The crazy ideas they've come up with. When I was in the state Senate, I think it was in 2018 or 2019, they brought a daddy daycare bill for first-degree murderers. I'm not making this up. It was a bill that said first-degree murderers could be released if they were deemed to be the, quote, primary caretakers of their families. I went to the floor, spoke against it, and we were able to stop it. But this is what I'm telling you. Why doesn't Louisiana get ahead? Well, the PAC special interests and lobbyists, it seems like they buy or own every politician from North Louisiana, not every, but many, before they get south to Florida and Lucas. And that's exactly why they sent out flyers against me. And they lied. They said I was against cutting insurance rates. That's phony. I voted against phony, bogus, insurance company-sponsored legislation when the author of the bill admitted to me that their bill didn't cut their rates, it only cut our rights. They called me a liberal, even though I was against abortion. I wrote a book defending Donald Trump. I received a 100% rating from the Louisiana Family Forum. I was most fiscally conservative state senator in Louisiana. I was endorsed by the NRA, and there was 4 bills filed to get rid of Common Core in the 4 years I was in the Senate. I brought every one of them. So it's not about conservative. It's about they want someone who will take orders. And I need to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to Baton Rouge to take orders from PAC special interests and lobbyists. I'm going to Baton Rouge to fight for working families. And with God's help, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Yes.